So, hi everyone. Welcome to this week's quiz. So I hope you've all had a lovely week and staying sort of happy and safe and sane as you can be in these circumstances. So as usual, we'll make a start with the quiz itself about 8:05. So it gives you about 10 minutes to get yourself settled, grab yourself a drink, etc. Make up teams if you want to make a team, and to check out the picture round. So the link for the picture round, it's in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page on the event and also the page itself. It's going to take a look at that. In the meantime, feel free to say hello. It's always nice to see who is watching. I've just remembered I need to send the link to someone in particular, so I'm going to do that right now. But I am still here. I will carry on talking and everything. Yes, just need to send this email. So there we go. Email sent. Sorted. Hi Richard and everyone else in Team America. Hello, how are you all doing? I hope you're all not going too crazy across the pond with Trump and all his madness. Like, it's bad enough over here, let alone dealing with that as well. I apologise again. I'm going to apologise like way in advance. I'm at that weird temperature where I'm too cold with my cardigan off and too hot with it on. So there's going to be a lot of like on and off and on and off and on and off probably tonight until I get distracted with reading quiz questions. But there you go. Kanye for president. Maybe hasn't Kanye withdrawn from the presidential race now? He sort of said he would and then changed his mind and was like, actually no. It's a shame. It would be quite funny, but also we need an actual politician. Yeah, you guys need an actual politician, not a business person, TV person pretending to be a politician, or a singer pretending to be a politician. You need an actual politician. Gone very political all of a sudden. I don't usually go political, so sorry. Hello to everyone who has just joined. So we'll be starting the quiz in about 6 or 7 minutes. We're just giving some time for a few more people to join us. So in the meantime, check out the picture rounds. The link for that is in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page and the Facebook event page. The Facebook event. So yeah, feel free to use this time to check that out. Go grab yourself a drink, get yourself nice and settled, etc. So the picture round this week, it's all famous landmarks. So you have to name the city that the landmark is located in. If you can name the country but not the city, I will give you half a point. Yes, that's that. Evening, Andrew. I hope you're well and all that jazz. Yes, we'll be making a start with the quiz properly in about 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, in the meantime, obviously, feel free to say hello. It's always nice to see who is joining. Hi, Chris. I'm assuming Yvonne's there as well. So hello, Yvonne, as well. You guys keeping well? I always feel awkward not saying anything. I'm just like just talking to. I feel like I'm talking to myself, just because I can't hear any responses. So, hi, Sarah. I've sent a message saying Jess and Az say hi as well. So hi, Jess. Hi, Az, and hi everyone else who is watching with you guys. Oh, seen a photo of myself. Okay, if I showed a photo of myself watching myself do the quiz, that's very strange. Don't know what I was trying to achieve by that. Hey, proof someone's watching. Hi Rachel, hi B. How are you guys? I hope you're all well. I'm assuming you're back together this week. Yes, so for anyone who's just joined, hello to anyone who's just joined. So we'll be making a start 8:05 as usual. So it's about 4 minutes time. So just giving you some time to get yourself settled, grab yourself a drink, say hello, get yourself set up in Teams if you're video calling, and have a look at the picture round. So this week's picture round is all landmarks. So you have to name the country, name the city that the landmark is in. If you can name the country but not the city, I'll give you half a point. And yes, we'll be starting in about 3 minutes. Yeah. So say we're a little bit thinner on the ground than we usually are at this point, I think. So hopefully we'll have more people joining us soon. Richard, you'll get 0 points if you don't know the city or the country, unfortunately. But nice try. I'm just going to refill my drink in a sec. There's less in there than I thought there was. So it'll be fine. Yeah, we all had good weeks. Feel free to let me know how you're all doing if you want to. No obligation there at all. Yes, I hope you're all keeping safe and happy and everything. I'm feeling slightly more human this week. I went and got my hair cut on Sunday, got my nails done on Thursday, so I'm feeling a little bit more like myself. Hi, Jonathan. Even if you do seem to be a bit confused about date and time and everything. Yes, hi, Jonathan. I assume Joey's with you as well, so hi, both of you. Hi, Mum. Hi, Rob. Hi, Coralie. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, no, I'm very well, thank you, Rachel. I'm glad to hear you guys are well and back together as well. Oh, yeah. Yes, we'll make a start in just about a minute or so. Let's give some time for the last few stragglers. What are you talking about, Jonathan? You weirdo. I know you're my brother. Doesn't stop me being able to call you a weirdo. Yeah, we'll be making a start in just about a minute or so. Yeah, very good question, Mum. I was wondering that one myself, if he's drunk. Hi, Andrew. Hello, Silver Surfers. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, I hope you guys are well. Yes, we're making a start in just about a minute or so. Just give some time for the last minute people to join. Pardon me. Oh, gosh. I was going to cough and I ended up burping. Very weird. I apologise. All right. So it is 8:05, which means it is time for us to make a start. So hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's quiz. So I hope, as I've said in this preamble several times, I hope you're all happy, safe and well. And yes, we'll make a start. It's another Monday, so it's quiz time. So the format of the quiz this week is going to be the same as it always is. So we've got 3 rounds, followed by a short break. We will then mark those 3 rounds, then do the final 2 rounds, again have a short break, mark those 2 rounds and mark your picture round. If you haven't already found the picture round, the link for that's in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page. And the theme this week is they were all geographical. So basically, name the city from the landmark. If you can name the country but not the city, I'll give you half a point. So that's it for this week. Just normal rules apply. So first one, obviously I want to know what you know, not what you can look up or get Alexa, Google, Siri, whatever to tell you. So yeah, please don't look the answers up. It's only for a bit of fun, so you're only cheating yourself. It's not like you're going to win a prize or anything. So yeah, just have fun with it. Don't cheat by looking at the answers. Second point is please don't post the answers in the comments. Write them down on a bit of paper or computer, whatever you're doing with it, but just not in the comments. Because obviously it spoils it for other people. So other people can see the comments, they might be wanting to answer questions properly. So obviously I don't mind joke answers, they quite often will make me laugh, but yeah, nothing that is the right answer or a serious guess at the right answer. Yeah, next one. No, yeah, final rule is I'm only human. I do look up all the answers and like do my research for it, but I am human. I do make mistakes. So please don't argue with me. I'll accept polite like nudges of this could also be a right answer, for example. But yeah, don't like all caps, rah, rah, rah. That just upsets me. And then you're just going to be told bluntly, no. So be nice is the general gist of that one. Hi Declan, hi Reggie. Yeah, I think that is about it. So without further ado, round themes. I realised I didn't say that. So we're starting off with general knowledge as always. Your next round is all about sports. Your next one is slightly, I normally do a word-based one. This one, it's not quite a word-based one. So this is all TV shows based on books. So I'm going to read the IMDb description of these TV shows. You just have to tell me what TV show it is. Just the link between them is they're all based on books. So it's the first 3 rounds. Then round 4 is all about animated movies. So there's some Disney movies in there, some DreamWorks, there's a bit of everything. I started naming them, and then when they're the only 2 animation studios I can name, Pixar as well, I guess. And then your final round is what I like to call an answer chain. So it's general knowledge, but I'll go through this more at the time. It's general knowledge, but the last letter or letters of the first answer will be the first letter or letters of the next one. So they just follow on from each other, basically. Yeah. But yes, I'll go through that more at the time. I feel like most of you know that I do this one relatively often. So if you are all ready, pop it in the comments, let me know, and I will make a start. One person ready so far. See, I know there's a bit of a delay between YouTube and coming back to me, so there's probably more of you. Yeah, there's a few more of you now. All right, let's make a start then. So your general knowledge round. Question 1. Which blind musician ran for mayor of Detroit in 1989? So which blind musician ran for mayor of Detroit in 1989? No, Chris. Question 2. What do Australians mean when they talk about a billabong? So, what do Australians mean when they talk about a billabong? I know I'm not talking about the clothing brand there. Question 3. On a mountainside, what is scree? So that's spelt Scree. So on a mountainside, what is scree? Spelt Scree. Question 4. Which famous sword is sometimes called Caliburn? So, which famous sword is sometimes called Caliburn? So that's spelt Calibun. Caliburn. Question 5. What kind of animal is a schnauzer? So, what kind of animal is a schnauzer? So that's spelled Schnauzer. Schnauzer. Question 6. Which building in France has a famous Hall of Mirrors? So, which building in France has a famous Hall of Mirrors? Just take this off, it keeps buzzing, people keep messaging. Question 7. What is the main ingredient in the Indian dish dal? So, what is the main ingredient in the Indian dish dal? Spelt Dhal. Dal. Question 8. Author Mary Westmacott is better known by what name? So, author Mary Westmacott is better known by what name? Question 9. What name is given to the human tailbone? So what name is given to the human tailbone? And finally, in question 10, in the Bible, who was Jacob's youngest son? So in the Bible, who was Jacob's youngest son? Okay, so that is the end of your first round. As usual, if you need any questions repeating, either pop it in the comments or send me a WhatsApp message or a Facebook message to my personal Facebook, not the page. And yeah, I will respond to those, repeat any as required. So just let me know. Basically, no one has asked for anything to be repeated. That's unusual, but a nice surprise. So I will move on to round 2 now. If you do think of anything you want repeating, let me know at the end of round 3 when we have our break. And I will go through those. Just as I was about to start the next round, I've just seen a request for some. So 4, 6, 7, and 8. So 4 was which famous sword is sometimes called Caliburn? 6 was which building in France has a famous hall of mirrors? 7 is what is the main ingredient in the Indian dish dal? And 8 was author Mary Westmacott is better known by what name? All right, I will now move on to round 2. So any further questions, let me know at the end. Yes, round 2 is all sports questions. I was going to be sport and leisure, and then I realised I've not put any leisure questions in, they're all sport. So, round 2, question 1. What name is given to a score of 1 under par in golf? So, what name is given to a score of 1 under par in golf? Question 2. What is the world's oldest football competition, with the first competition starting in November 1871? So, what is the world's oldest football competition, with the first competition starting in November 1871? So, a long time ago. Question 3. How often is the Epsom Derby held? So, how often is the Epsom Derby held? Question 4. Which sport is played at Lord's? So, which sport is played at Lord's? Question 5. In tennis, how many events make up the Grand Slam? So, in tennis, how many events make up the Grand Slam? Question 6. Who was the first British winner of the Tour de France? So, who was the first British winner of the Tour de France? And that's the full thing, not an individual stage, like the full race. And Jonathan, to answer your question, it's a normal year, not a COVID year. Everything's different this year. No, in a normal year. I don't know which question you were referring to with that, but the answer covers all of them. Question 7. How long in miles is Indianapolis's famous motor race? So, how long in miles is Indianapolis's famous motor race? Question 8. In cricket, what does LBW stand for? So, in cricket, what does LBW stand for? Question 9. Over the years, 43 different teams have won the FA Cup, but which team has won it the most times? So, over the years, 43 different teams have won the FA Cup, but which team has won it the most times? Finally, question 10. Name the 6 countries that play in rugby's Six Nations tournament. So, name the 6 countries that play in rugby's Six Nations tournament. I'll give you half a point if you can name 4 of them. But to get the full point, you need all 6. Right, so that is the end of this round. So as usual, if you need anything repeating, let me know. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say no one has said anything, so I'm going to move on to round 3 now. Again, if you do put anything after this point, I will do it at the end of this round when we have our break. So round 3, these are all TV shows that are based on books or book series. And what I've done is I've got the IMDb like summary line. So you just have to tell me based on that what TV show I'm talking about. Hopefully it will make sense. Yeah, basically which TV show is it? Just as a bit of a clue, they're all based on books. So if you're struggling to think, that might help you. So question 1. So question 1 is, after a series of events, the lives of a security operative and an assassin become inextricably linked. So after a series of events, the lives of a security operative and an assassin become inextricably linked. Hannah, I will go through it very quickly, like in the break, but I'm only going to do it, like, I'm not going to repeat the questions. I'll just run through them very quickly for you. So to repeat 1 again, after a series of events, the lives of a security operative and an assassin become inextricably linked. And then question 2 is, 9 noble families fight for control over the lands of Westeros while an ancient enemy returns after being dormant for millennia. So 2 again is, 9 noble families fight for control over the lands of Westeros while an ancient enemy returns after being dormant for millennia. Probably a very big clue in that one. Probably could have redacted that one slightly more. Oh well. Question 3, a tale of the bungling of Armageddon, featuring an angel, a demon, an 11-year-old antichrist, and a doomsaying witch. So 3 again is, a tale of the bungling of Armageddon, featuring an angel, a demon, an 11-year-old antichrist, and a doomsaying witch. Question 4. Set in a dystopian future, a woman is forced to live as a concubine under a fundamentalist theocratic dictatorship. So, set in a dystopian future, a woman is forced to live as a concubine under a fundamentalist theocratic dictatorship. Question 5. A dangerously charming, intensely obsessive young man goes to extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he is transfixed by. So, a dangerously charming, intensely obsessive young man goes to extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he is transfixed by. Question 6. Set in a dangerous alternate world where racism divides society, TV show name follows two young people who are divided by their colour but united by love. So, set in a dangerous alternate world where racism divides society, TV show name follows two young people who are divided by their colour but united by love. Question 7. A young girl is destined to liberate her world from the grip of the magisterium, which represses people's ties to magic and their animal spirits known as demons, or daemons. Never quite know how to pronounce that. So, a young girl is destined to liberate her world from the grip of the magisterium, which represses people's ties to magic and their animal spirits known as demons. Question 8. A member of staff of a Cairo hotel is recruited to infiltrate an arms dealer's inner circle. So, a member of staff of a Cairo hotel is recruited to infiltrate an arms dealer's inner circle. Question 9. The title character returns home after the American Revolutionary War and rebuilds his life with a new business venture, making enemies and finding a new love where he least expects it. So, the title character returns home after the American Revolutionary War and rebuilds his life with a new business venture, making new enemies and finding a new love where he least expects it. Finally, question 10. A modern update finds a famous sleuth and his doctor partner solving crime in the 21st century London. So, a modern update finds a famous sleuth and his doctor partner solving crime in 21st century London. It was considered, Rachel. It didn't quite make the list. Yeah, of course. So, yeah, that is the end of the round. So if you want anything repeating, let me know. I've already had a request. So question 5 was a dangerously charming, intensely obsessive young man goes to extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he is transfixed by. Yep. Oh gosh, quite a few of them. I've got 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9 as well, and 5. Just done 5. So 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9. So 1 was after a series of events, the lives of a security operative and an assassin become inextricably linked. 3 is A Tale of the Bungling of Armageddon, featuring an angel, a demon, an 11-year-old antichrist, and a doom-saying witch. 4 was set in a dystopian future. A woman is forced to live as a concubine under a fundamentalist theocratic dictatorship. 6 was set in a dangerous alternate world where racism divides society. The show name follows 2 young people who are divided by their colour but united by love. 7 is a young girl is destined to liberate her world from the grip of the magisterium, which represses people's ties to magic and their animal spirits known as demons. 8 was a member of staff of a Cairo hotel is recruited to infiltrate an arms dealer's inner circle. And 9 was the title character returns home after the American Revolutionary War and rebuilds his life with a new business venture, making new enemies and finding a new love where he least expects it. Okay, I think I have repeated everything that everyone's asked for. You are gonna, I'll give you a few minutes to finish collating all your answers. So I'll give you until my timer clock says we've been on for 45 minutes. So you've got just under 2 minutes. If you are ready to go through answers earlier than that, then just let me know. Oh, yes, thank you, Mum. Sorry, Hannah, I'd completely forgotten. I said I would run through round 1 for you. There's so many comments on the last one, it pushed it off the top of the screen. Okay, so round 1, very quickly. So question 1 was which blind musician ran for the mayor of Detroit in 1989? Question 2 was what do Australians mean when they talk about a billabong? Question 3, on a mountainside, what is scree? So spelt S-C-R-E-E. Question 4 was which famous sword is sometimes called Caliburn? Spelt C-A-L-I-B-U-R-N. 5 was what kind of an animal is a schnauzer? 6 was which building in France has a famous hall of mirrors? 7 is what is the main ingredient in the Indian dish dal, spelt D-H-A-L? Question 8 was author Mary Westmacott is better known by what name? 9 is what name is given to the human tailbone? And 10 was in the Bible, who was Jacob's youngest son? I will give you a minute or so for that because I've realised I left that right to the last minute to give you those questions. So gives everyone else a little bit longer time as well. I'll give you about a minute, just over a minute more. All right. Okay. I think I've given you enough time now. So we will make a start on the answers. So question 1, the blind musician that ran for mayor of Detroit was Stevie Wonder. Question 2, when Australians talk about a billabong, they mean a kind of body of water, like a lake type thing. Specifically, it's an oxbow lake, but it's come more to mean just a sort of lake, body of water. It's what they're talking about in Waltzing Matilda. Question 3, on a mountainside, scree is like loose stones, like loose rocks. Question 4, the sword that's sometimes called Caliburn is more famously known as Excalibur. Question 5, a Schnauzer is a type of dog. Question 6, that French building with the famous Hall of Mirrors is the Palace of Versailles. Question 7, the main ingredient in dal is lentils. Question 8, Mary Westmacott was better known as Agatha Christie, or Agatha Christou, as there's a typo in my answers. No, Agatha Christie. Question 9, the name given to the human tailbone is the coccyx. And some of you may know I broke mine when I was younger. It's incredibly painful. Don't do it. And then finally, in the Bible, Jacob's youngest son was Benjamin. One of Joseph's brothers, but Joseph was not the youngest. Benjamin was his younger brother. So moving on to round 2, that was your sports round. So question 1, a score of 1 under par is a birdie. Question 2, the world's oldest football competition is the FA Cup. Incidentally, the final of that should have been this weekend, hence why there is a couple of FA Cup questions in here. Yes, the answer to question 2 is the FA Cup. Question 3, the Epsom Derby is held annually. It's usually the first Saturday in June, I believe. Question 4, Lords is a cricket ground. So cricket is your answer. Question 5, There's 4 events that make up the Grand Slam. So you've got the US Open, the French Open, the Australian Open, and Wimbledon. Question 6. The first British winner of the Tour de France is Bradley Wiggins. I believe Chris Hoy then did it, well, not Chris Hoy or Chris Froome, one of the Chris's then did it the next year. But no, Bradley Wiggins was the first. Question 7. Well, the race is the Indy 500, so it's 500 miles long. Question 8. In cricket, LBW is leg before wicket. Leg before wicket. Sorry, I realised I didn't say wicket very well there. Question 9. Arsenal has won the FA Cup the most times. Finally, in question 10, the 6 countries in the 6 nations are England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, France, and Italy. So I did say if you get 4 of them, you can get half a point. You need all 6 of them to get the full point. So, Sarah, I realised I zoned out and went very quiet there. So, Sarah, to answer your question, so you get 1 point for getting all 6 teams, half a point for getting 4 of the teams on that one. So then moving on to round 3, so your TV shows that are all based on books. So that first one is Killing Eve. Joey and Jonathan, I finally got around to watching the first episode yesterday. So, be proud of me. Question 2 was Game of Thrones. Question 3 is Good Omens. If you haven't seen that one, I would highly recommend it. Question 4 is The Handmaid's Tale. Question 5 is You. 6 is Noughts and Crosses. 7 is His Dark Materials. 8 is The Night Manager. It's the one with Tom Hiddleston in it. 9 was Poldark. And 10 was, of course, Sherlock. And Jonathan, yes, finally. I know it was like a month ago when you were on at me that I needed to watch it. But yes, finally got round to it. It's very good. Okay, so that is the end of part 1 of the quiz. So we will move on to part 2 now, so rounds 4 and 5. So round 4 is all about animated movies, and 5 is a general knowledge round with answer chain. Declan, what are you asking question 4, please, about? But everyone else, if you are ready to move on to the final 2 rounds, then let me know. The TV shows. I'll scroll down from that now. Question 4 of the TV shows was The Handmaid's Tale. Okay. Cool. Perfect. People are saying they are ready. So question one in round 4 is, what colour are Mickey Mouse's gloves? So what colour are Mickey Mouse's gloves? Question 2. Which film with an animated sequence in it features Angela Lansbury using her magic powers against the Nazis? So, which film with an animated sequence as part of it features Angela Lansbury using her magic powers against the Nazis? Yeah, I thought you would like that one, Sarah. And Richard, yeah. Question 3. Which 2014 film was about pizza-loving, sewer-dwelling reptiles? So, which 2014 film was about pizza-loving, sewer-dwelling reptiles? Question 4. Who was the voice of Stuart Little in the 1999 film and its 2002 and 2005 sequels? So, who was the voice of Stuart Little in the 1999 film and its 2002 and 2005 sequels? Question 5. Which film adaptation of a fairy tale contains the song Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? So, which film adaptation of a fairy tale contains the song Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? Question 6. Which US-born Australian actor was the voice of John Smith in Disney's Pocahontas? So, which US-born Australian actor was the voice of John Smith in Disney's Pocahontas? Question 7. Which 2015 film was a spin-off prequel to the Despicable Me franchise? So, which 2015 film was a spin-off prequel to the Despicable Me franchise? Question 8, featuring songs by Elton John, what was the highest grossing animated movie of the 1990s? So, featuring songs by Elton John, what was the highest grossing animated movie of the 1990s? I'll do question 7 at the end for you guys. Question 9, Perdita and Pongo are what type of animals? So Perdita and Pongo are what type of animals? And finally, question 10, the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature was first awarded in 2002 for films released in 2001. Which film won the award that year? So the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature was first awarded in 2002 for films released in 2001. Which film won the award that year? Okay, so that's the end of that round. If you need any repeating, let me know. I already have question 7 on the list. So question 7 was which 2015 film was a spin-off prequel to the Despicable Me franchise? Okay, I have no other requests for repeats, so I will go on to round 5 now. Again, if you do have any more repeats from round 4, I will do them at the end, apart from the one that's come in just as I was saying that. So question 2 was which film that has an animated sequence as part of it features Angela Lansbury using her magic powers against the Nazis? So now moving on to round 5. So this one is what I call an answer chain. So I'm sure most of you will have already seen them. I do these reasonably frequently, just in case you don't know what they are. So you'll have your answer to question 1, and then question 2 will use the first letter or letters of question 1 as its starting letters, and so on and so forth. It's not the same number of letters for each question. But it's just if you wrote them all out, you could write it all out as an unbroken chain, essentially, with like them overlapping. So, question 1, which period of classical music were Handel, Bach, and Vivaldi major composers in? So, which period of classical music were Handel, Bach, and Vivaldi major composers in? I struggle to word that question so much, so I apologise that it's not the best worded. But hopefully you get what I'm trying to say with it. Question 2. An interrobang is a punctuation mark composed of an exclamation point and what other punctuation mark combined? So an interrobang is a punctuation mark that's composed of an exclamation point and which other punctuation mark combined together? Question 3. What is the surname of the current mayor of London? So, what is the surname of the current mayor of London? Question 4. Spoiler alert. In the Star Wars franchise, which character is Kylo Ren's father? So, in the Star Wars franchise, which character is Kylo Ren's father? Question 5. According to the Beatles, all you need is what? So, according to the Beatles, all you need is what? Question 6. What is the name of the singer who was nicknamed the Force's sweetheart, who passed away on the 18th of June 2020? So, what is the name of the singer nicknamed the Force's sweetheart, who passed away on the 18th of June 2020? Question 7. Rickrolling is a prank whereby people are tricked into clicking a link for which Rick Astley song? So, Rickrolling is a prank whereby people are tricked into clicking a link for which Rick Astley song? I very nearly started singing. Wouldn't be good. Would give the answer away completely. Question 8. According to the common phrase, how much money would you offer somebody for their thoughts? So, according to the common phrase, how much money would you offer somebody for their thoughts? Question 9. Which colour is missing from this list of the colours of the Olympic rings? Blue, red, green, and black. There's one colour missing. So which colour is missing from this list of the colours of the Olympic rings? Blue, red, green, black, and blank. So the missing colour. And finally, which band's most famous hit was Seven Nation Army? So which band's most famous hit was Seven Nation Army? Again, I nearly started singing that one. Just double checking. Yes, Jonathan, I realised after I'd written the question, yeah, you don't need to put the at the beginning of the band's name for question 10. I realised I'd messed it up and didn't. Basically, I couldn't be bothered to change it, so yeah. Don't need the at the beginning of the last one. So, all right, so that is the end of this round, which means it is coming up to break time again. So if you need any questions repeating from rounds 4 or 5, let me know. And it's also your time to finish off your picture round answers. So again, I'll give you another minute or so. If you are ready, then let me know. Okay. 5, 6, and 10 from round 4. Of course, so 5 was which film adaptation of a fairy tale contains the song Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo? 6 was which US-born Australian actor was the voice of John Smith in Disney's Pocahontas? And question 10 was the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature was first awarded in 2002 for films released in 2001. Which film won the award that year? Right. Yeah, I'll just give you a few more seconds, but yeah, let me know if you are ready. Oh, thank you, Mum. So I had it cut yesterday, so it's nice and bouncy still. A lot lighter. All right, I'll just give you about 20 seconds more, and then we will start going through the answers. Oh, thank you, Rachel and B. All right, time for your answers now. So starting with round 4, the animated movies. So question 1, Mickey Mouse's gloves are white. Question 2, the film with Angela Lansbury in it is Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Question 3, the pizza-loving, sewer-dwelling reptiles are in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Question 4, Michael J. Fox voiced Stuart Little in the films. So, question 5, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo is a song from Cinderella. Question 6, John Smith was voiced by Mel Gibson. Question 7, the spin-off prequel to Despicable Me was Minions. Question 8, the highest grossing animated movie of the 90s was The Lion King. Question 9, Perdita and Pongo are Dalmatians. They're the parent Dalmatians from 101 Dalmatians. I will accept if you put dogs, that's fine. And finally, question 10, the best animated feature was first awarded in 2002 to Shrek. Surprisingly enough, I hadn't realised Shrek had won an Oscar, but yeah, apparently it was the first one to win the Best Animated Feature award. Lilo and Stitch was nominated the next year. It didn't win, but it was nominated the next year. I was going to say I didn't think I'd seen it in the list, but yeah, it was the next year. Then finally moving on to round 5. So round 5, question 1. The period of classical music was the Baroque period. Question 2, an interrobang is an exclamation point and a question mark together. A question mark is your answer. Question 3, the current London Mayor is Sadiq Khan. So Khan is your answer. Question 4. Kylo Ren's father is Han Solo. Question 5. According to the Beatles, all you need is love. Question 6. The Force's sweetheart was Vera Lynn. Question 7. Rickrolling is you get linked to Never Gonna Give You Up. Question 8. You would offer someone a penny for their thoughts. 9. The missing colour was yellow. And 10. The band who had the hit with Seven Nation Army was the White Stripes. So finally moving on to the picture round. So as I said before, it is full point if you give me the town or city that all these landmarks are in. They're all cities, actually, I think, bar one. Half a point if you've only got the country. So question 1 was St Paul's Cathedral, so that's in London. Half a point for saying the UK. Question 2 was the Louvre, which is in Paris. So yeah, a full point for Paris, half a point if you've only put France. 3 is the Brandenburg Gate, which is in Berlin. Half a point if you've just put Germany. Question 4 is the Sagrada Familia, I believe, which is in Barcelona. It's a half a point if you've put Spain. Question 5 is the Golden Gate Bridge, so that's in San Francisco. Half a point if you've just put America or the United States. 6 is the CN Tower in Toronto. Half a point if you just put Canada there. 7 is the Blackpool Tower, which is obviously in Blackpool. Half a point if you just put the UK. 8 is the Bridge of Sighs, which is in Venice. So half a point if you've just put Italy. 9 is the White House, which is in Washington, DC. Again, half a point if you've just put America or the USA. And that last one is the Headington Shark, which is in Oxford in the UK. So full point for Oxford, half a point if you've only put UK. So there we go. That is the end of the quiz for this week. So I hope you all enjoyed it. So as usual, if you have any rounds that you would like to see at all, just drop me a message to the Facebook page. It helps me keep all the messages in one place. You can also message my app, like me personally, but I'm more likely to remember it if it's on the page. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed it. One point to note, so next week the quiz will be running as normal. The week after that, I am on holiday, so there will be no quiz. I'll remind you all again next week, and I'll put messages on the Facebook page and everything like that. But yeah, next week, absolutely fine, running as normal. The week after, there will be no quiz because I'm on holiday. I know, shock horror. I'm going away for a week. I need a week off. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm going to count how many weeks I've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 weeks now. This was my 19th week of doing the quiz. So, yeah. Yeah, 19 quiz. Oh, I could hire a host to stand in, but I think I'm just going to have a week off. Yeah, no, I'm going to Anglesey in Wales. So I have not too foreign. I won't have to quarantine, hopefully, after coming back, unless they completely change the rules by then. But yeah, yeah, I know it has been lockdown has been very very long. I didn't realise quite how long until I started counting just then. But there we go. I will see you all next week. Have a wonderful week. Keep healthy and safe and stay happy. And yeah, I will see you then. Bye, everyone.